Sometimes uniforms don't protect people. Sometimes they protect the ones doing the harm. And sometimes the uniform isn't even real. This sounds almost dystopian, doesn't it? Well, in the 1920s and 30s, Brownshirts, or the SA, marched through Germany. They weren't an official military, nor the police, but they wore the uniform. They enforced loyalty, they attacked political enemies. And they didn't just enforce the Yahtzee power, they created an atmosphere of fear that let it rise. And as the regime gained power, the Brownshirts were legitimized, folded into the system, and street terror became state power. Mussolini's Blackshirts in Italy did the same thing. Street violence, intimidation, crushing protests, and showing up at homes, workplaces, and markets. Not always to arrest someone, but to make them scared to show up. They started as a violent militia. Eventually, they too were brought into the regime as an official police force. It wasn't just about law, it was about control. It was about reminding people who was watching. Fear always comes first. Masked agents showing up where you work, where you eat, and where you live. Uniforms that look official, but might not be. People refusing to identify themselves. All of this is about what happens when intimidation becomes policy, when private actors get government protection, when fear moves faster than the law can track. The Brownshirts and the Blackshirts didn't start as law enforcement. They started as rebellions, as protests. They started as intimidation with the marches of Rome and the attacks on Parliament. But they were legitimized. They were given power. And history doesn't always tell us where that road ends. But it gives us a pretty good map. Uniforms change, countries change, names change. But fear, that part stays the same. Because when agents hide their face, when they show up where you live, where you work, and where you eat, it's not just about law. It's about making you afraid to exist.